Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is updating my best wide receiver tier list in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now, before we do go on ahead and update this tier list, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. I drop almost daily Madden content on the channel. My end-of-year goal by the time Madden 23 does drop is at 10K subscribers. Could not do that without y'all, so I greatly appreciate that. Now, one more thing, we got to bring back the comment of the day. Today's winner is going to be my guy Nicholas right here. He said I was so underrated. Can't wait to watch you grow. Hey man, I appreciate that. Appreciate your support, my guy. Appreciate that comment. Not gonna lie, kind of made my day. So yeah, man, if you want to go ahead and have a chance to win comment of the day and be featured in the next video, make sure to leave a comment down below. Now, getting into it, the first thing you might notice is if you've watched my previous tier list with wide receivers, I changed this tier right here. So this tier was originally S tier, but not 6'2". I actually went ahead and changed this to 6'1". Now, why 6'1"? Well, when I've used cards, say Chad Johnson, Jimmy Smith, even Justin Jefferson, I noticed they get their feet in bounds perfectly fine. And that's the whole reason why we have this tier, right? So this tier is supposed to be for the guys that are S tier stats wise, like they hit 99 speed and they have perfect route running, but they're a little bit shorter. So yeah, they don't have the problems that say a Jamar Chase or even Jalen Waddle when I've used them have. Now, if you're 6'1" and you want to be S tier, for me, you do have to go ahead be 99 speed. Andre Johnson is also going to be someone that drops into the A tier. Reason being, it's just a little bit slow. I do really like him, and honestly, I'd probably take him over anyone in the A tier, just given his really high run block. Again, if you do run a specific scheme, if you don't run the ball at all, just you don't have to have Andre Johnson that high. So I'll just put him middle of the pack A. Now, other people that need to go up, Deshaun Jackson. So last time I rated these cards, it was before the combine boost came out. Deshaun Jackson is now going to be in the S but not 6'1" plus range. The reason being is he got +1 speed, so now he's 99 speed any single team, 90 short, 90 medium, 90 deep route running. Again, given you do have that deep route specialist strategy card. And Julio Jones for me is actually going to go ahead and move on up as well. Reason being is, again, he is now 98 speed any single team with deep route specialist, 90s across the board for route running, and he's pretty similar to Josh Gordon. One thing I will note, now you'll see the 6'1" receivers right here, and I have the taller receivers rated above them. Why is that? Because in my opinion, I think say 6'3", 6'2", 98 speed plays better than 6'1", 99 speed. I hope that makes sense. I don't really know why. It might just be a personal field thing for me. Let me know down in the comments if you think that as well. I think it'd be interesting to test to see maybe the taller guys that are 98 speed, could they possibly be faster than the shorter guys that are 99 speed? I don't know, or at least same speed. I don't know. I think that is something interesting to test, because again, when I've used these cards, I feel like they do play better than these cards, but these cards are still S tier in my opinion. Yeah, man, let's go ahead and get it started right here. Today we got 19 new cards. First one right here is gonna go ahead and be Richard Sherman. So Richard Sherman was a part of the Backyard Baller promo. So if you have the Backyard Baller strategy card, 95 speed. What does this mean? On a 49ers, Bucks, or Seahawks theme team with deep route specialist, gets up to 99 speed, which is pretty good. I mean, he's a 6'3" receiver. Deep threat archetype is fine. I'd probably throw like deep out if I wanted to use them. Only thing that concerns me is doesn't hit 90 for a single route running. I believe he would hit 90 deep if you have deep route specialist. Where I'd have this card, I think I'd have him, see, again, like on a theme team, I really like him, but I don't know. Again, like even on a theme team, I feel like any of these cards in B are going to be better than him just because he doesn't really have the route running. But he might be the best card in C. I'm not going to lie to you. Again, I'd just like to see him have a little bit better route running. Now, next up, we got Ricky Williams. I used this card for a while. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't like him. I did not like him. I don't know why, but he played terribly for me. So with deep route specialist would be 98 speed any single team on a Saints, Ravens, or Dolphins team 99. I mean, he has perfect route running, is really good after the catch as well. 5'10" height does kind of, again, make him a little bit worse in my opinion. And for abilities, he gets bruiser and route tech for 1 AP each. I like it. I like his ability setup and everything. Just for me, I don't think he played like an S tier card. I think he was like A tier. I think it was like A tier. Now, I don't really know exactly where I'd rate him in A tier. Like, you could argue like maybe he's the best card in A tier. He just didn't really have that, like, he just didn't play like that S tier card. Like, I felt like Waddle played so much better than this card. It's not even funny. This right here is going to be the toughest card to rank out of the whole video. So Ed 212 Jones. The thing is, he's slower, right? 95 speed with deep route specialist, 97 on a Cowboys theme team. But it's this right here, 6'9" height. 6'9" height. He's the tallest receiver in the game, and height is so important on next gen. On current gen, I don't believe it's that important, but for me, man, like, I mean, he hits 90 medium, 95 deep. That's fine. Doesn't quite hit 90 short. Can't power him up as well. It's just tough to rank him because he's a little bit slower, but he's 6'9". So I think I'm going to go ahead and have him B. I think I'm going to have him B. Now, potentially maybe A, maybe. Like, I don't, again, like, he's going to be the toughest one. I think I could see B or A. I for sure don't think he's S, but B or A I think is a good spot for him. I mean, if you use him right, he could potentially be S. Like, if you got the crazy ags down, man. I like him being next to Mike Evans. I like that. Yeah, okay, I think he's B. Now we got Trevon Diggs right here. I really enjoyed using this card. This time he's not going to get boosted because he's a 97, and the backyard baller strategy card doesn't boost 97s. I wish it did, but with deep route specialist, going to be 98 speed, have perfect route running across the board, route runner archetype. The abilities he gets, route tech and wide receiver apprentice for 1 AP each. Now, if you run this card, you're likely running hot route master already. So I'm not a big fan of him getting wide receiver apprentice. Like, I wish it would have been like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't want to say deep out elite because it would already be one on his card, but maybe like a short in, short out elite for 1 AP as well with the route tech. I feel like that would have made him 100 times better, and I would have put him S tier, but I think I'm going to put him A. I think he is the best card in A. Okay, he dropped into B for some reason, but yeah, I think it's the best card in A. I just don't like if you have him on a theme team, he's S for sure. 1 speed point, he's S tier. Or if he got like short in, short out elite instead of say the wide receiver apprentice, I would have him S. Now we got Davante Adams. This one is by far one of the easier ones. He's S. Now I'd put him. Did he play? I'm gonna put him right here. I think he's the best out of all the 6'1" receivers. So Davante Adams, powered up, 97 speed. But if you run any sort of theme team, you don't even need to power up this card. Why pay 711K for this card if you have a theme team? Reason being is, if you have 2 deep route specialists, he's 98 speed already, 25 or 50 out of 50 theme team, easily 99 speed, and he gets every single team come in the game, right? Why waste 700K? I mean, if you have a power up, sure, whatever, but I just don't really think it's worth it right now. I would just get this card for 200K. And yeah, even without the power up, has perfect route running, like 90 plus everywhere, great. Really good after the catch as well. I mean, this card is amazing. Like, he's one of the top end receivers in the game, in my opinion, and he's one of the people that changed my mind on 6'1" receivers. Again, it used to be 6'2", but I think 6'1" is good enough. Again, like, I didn't have any problem with him getting his toes in on the sideline with no abilities as well. And we got the best receiver in the game, Randy Moss. I mean, I don't even think it's close. I think actually him and Colin Johnson I think is close, but I think Randy Moss is better. So Randy Moss, he's 6'4", Colin Johnson is 6'5", but also Randy Moss, again, this is a card you don't have to power up. If you just have deep route specialist, 99 speed, any single team, hits all the route running thresholds as well. Again, basically no reason to go ahead power up this card. Like, okay, is 98 catch in traffic going to play that much different than 97? No, the answer is no. Everywhere else as well, like, yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to power up this card besides he gets like a little pretty gold 99. And yeah, I literally think this card's the best receiver in the game. It's a new Randy Moss card, and he's 99 speed. So Amari Cooper, powered up 96 speed, could be 98 on any single team. Pretty good stats across the board. Perfect route running. Again, hits all the thresholds like we've seen with basically every card so far. 6'1" height, route runner, like this a lot. I think he's really good. But again, I'm going to go ahead and put him in the A tier. Reason for that is really just to do with the fact that he's not 99 speed. Like, if he was 99 speed, I would go ahead and put him S. Yeah, that's really it. Like, if you have him on a theme team, he's a perfect receiver. I have no problem with him at all. Then we got Wes Welker. So Wes Welker, powered up 97 speed, could be 99 on any single team, right? That's great. That's really, really good. Great route running across the board as well. Literally, okay, this card has one thing wrong with him. It's this right here, 5'9". That's literally only thing that's wrong with him. So I think it's kind of obvious where I'm going to put him. Again, slot archetype, potentially. If you wanted to, you could have an escape past the elite quarterback and run him with slot apprentice for 1. I'm going to go ahead and have him S but not 6'2 or 6'1 plus. I think that's pretty fair. Like, I think I'd rather have every single card in this tier over him as well. Now, I don't know if I'm speaking just off of straight theme teams, but I'd kind of want like Trevon and Amari over him as well. But I don't know, man. It's tough because he's 5'9". That's literally the only issue with this card. He will sometimes not get his toes in bounds, but hey, he's 99 speed, perfect route running. I feel like Espa not 6'1", good spot for him. Then we got Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders gets every single AFC team chem in the game, I believe. So powered up 96 speed. Could be 98 on any single team with deep route specialist. And if you have any sort of AFC themed team, 99 speed on your team. 5'11 height, 90 short, 90 medium, 90 deep, all perfect. Like literally every single card we covered so far. So I'm going to have this card A. I'm going to have him in the A tier. Again, I think he's like bottom end of A. Like he's like not really that great in my opinion. I wasn't really a big fan of Emmanuel Sanders' old card either. I think just he's good if you need someone for your theme team, but I'd rather have every single person above him over him. Then we got Devonta Smith right here. So he goes ahead, he gets up to 96 speed. I know that for a fact. And he doesn't get any like real, I guess I would say minuses and route running and stuff. So potentially on any single team, he could be 98 speed. 6 foot height is fine. Route runner archetype, again, fine. I think he's pretty good. I think he's a pretty good receiver. I put him A. Quite think he's top end of A, but I think he's better than Emmanuel Sanders for sure. So I'll put him like slightly bottom in the A. Like I think he's fine. Again, another card on theme team, basically perfect. Besides not being 6'1". Then we got Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman's overdrive, I know for sure, gives him 94 speed. So potentially could be 96 on any single team. And the big thing on him is 6'4". Like he's 6'4". I think he's going a tier below Ed Too Tall Jones. Yeah, I'm going to put him C because of the fact that Ed Too Tall and him basically kind of are trying to do the same thing. And I think Ed Too Tall is way better than Pittman at doing that. I hope that makes sense. Then we got Brandon Aiyuk right here, powered up 95 speed. He could be 99 speed on theme team, but route running is terrible. Sounds just like a card we covered earlier, right? It's basically the same as Richard Sherman. So I'm going to put him in the C tier once again. Yeah, I think I'd probably take him over Pittman. I'd rather have the lesser route running Aiyuk speed than Pittman's height. But yeah, I think he's very similar to Richard Sherman again, because on a theme team, they're 99 speed. Jakobi Meyers is interesting. So powered up 94 speed. Could go ahead and be 96 on any single team. On a full theme team, 98 speed. It'd have to be a Patriots theme team. He's 6'2 with a slot archetype. Honestly, if they made him 1 speed point higher, I'd put him A tier. But I like his route running as well. 90s across the board again. Powered up, he would hit 90 deep. 6'2 slot as well. I feel like he's good. I'm going to put him B. I think he's pretty solid. Like, yeah, I'm just going to lob him into like middle of the pack B. Again, like I should say this in the beginning of my tier list because a lot of people get mad when I like say, I don't know, Michael Irving over CeeDee Lamb or something like that, right? My idea with these tier lists is like, they're on the same level, if that makes sense. Like, I think everyone in the A tier is gonna play on the same level. I hope that makes sense. Like, it's not like, okay, you know, besides Randy Moss and Colin Johnson are my 1 and 2, but say for instance, Claypool doesn't have to be my wide receiver 6, right? Like, it could be Josh Gordon or Julio. Then we got Reek. I feel like this is a card that everyone should have on their team, even if he doesn't play. So with his motivator chemistry, he boosts like quarterback throw power, and most of the quarterbacks right now aren't getting 99 throw power. I know some of the top end ones are, but he's just a really nice card to have. So, but we're not going to factor that into his ranking. We're going to rank him based on his card, right? I mean, if we're ranking based on card art though, this guy is S+, but powered up 99 speed. You wouldn't even have to power him up, to be honest with you. Just deep route specialist, 99 speed in your team. Perfect route running across the board. Really good after the catch as well. Guess what the one thing wrong with him is? 5'9" height. That's literally it. Everything else about this card is great. So you know where that puts him? In the same tier we've been covering. I think he's the best card in S, but not 6'1". Yeah, I really enjoyed using him. I enjoyed using him more than Waddle as well, but hey, that Tyreek Hill and Waddle connection, man. My Dolphins team is celebrating like crazy. Then we got Toney right here. Toney, 97 speed powered up. What does that mean? Any single team could go ahead and be 99 speed. 5'11 height, slot archetype, great route running across the board, great after the catch as well. Guess what the one thing is? It's 5'11. That's the only thing wrong with this card. Everything else perfectly fine. So we're gonna go ahead again. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're gonna put him S but not 6'1. I do like Tyreek Hill a little bit better than him. I don't know why. Like, you could have Toney at number 1. Won't say you're wrong. Maybe it's just because the fact that I really like how Tyreek Hill boosts your quarterbacks and tight ends. But yeah, then we got JC Jackson. So JC Jackson, on any single team with the backup baller strategy card, gonna be 96 speed, and he'll go ahead and be 98 with deep route specialist. Hits 90s across the board for route running, perfect. 5'10 height, and then for abilities, he gets route tech for 2, which I hate. I hate. Grab and go for 1 is fine, but route tech for 2 is like, I don't know. I feel like it's a waste because the fact that, say, Trevon Diggs gets it for 1, and I know Trevon Diggs gets wide receiver apprentice as well, but I'm saying, like, I'd rather have Trevon Diggs ability set than JC Jackson. So for that reason, I'm gonna put JC Jackson like slightly bottom end of A. Like, I'm not really a big fan of the card. Again, not a big fan of its abilities, but stats wise, he's A tier. This is the one right here. This is the one. So Patrick Peterson, backyard baller strategy card, 97 speed, deep route specialist, 99 speed, any single team. 90 short, 90 medium, 90 deep route running, 6'1 height. All of that, guess where that gets him? In the S tier. But there's something wrong with this card. There is something wrong. Playmaker and return man are his abilities. Like, why? Why? Give this guy JC Jackson's abilities and he'd be S. I mean, on current gen, playmaker is one of the best ways to go ahead and beat man coverage. So if you play current gen, I'm for sure putting this card S tier. Next gen, I'd only put him S if you don't run abilities on him. So this one is very, very tough for me because of the fact that stats wise he's S, but ability wise he's not, because his ability slots, his baked in abilities are terrible. And if you want to run him with abilities, you have to run those. So he's by far the best card in A, but then he'd be one of the worst in S just given his abilities. Man, this is tough. I'm going to put him A. It's just strictly based off abilities. I'm putting him A just strictly based off of abilities. By far the best card in A tier. If you're on current gen, S. If you're on next gen, A. So yeah, I think that's fair. Again, I wish his abilities were not that, but that's the reason he's A for me. If you run a receiver with no abilities on him, he's S. Then we got Juju. Juju's terrible. 93 speed. Could be 95 with deep route specialist, 97 on full theme team, which would be Chiefs or Steelers, and doesn't hit 90s for every route running. This card, like, oh my, how the mighty have fallen. I'm gonna put him like, wow, he's worse than Pittman, and wow, I'm putting him D. Wow, okay, I didn't think Juju was gonna be the worst card we covered today, but yeah. He's awful. Then for the last card of the video, we got Allen Robinson. Powered up 94 speed this time. He go ahead be 98 speed on a Bears or Rams theme team. 96 on any other team. 6'2 height, physical archetype. Hits 90s across the board, powered up for route running. He's 98 speed. I don't think, I think, man. I'm going to put him bottom into B. Bottom into B. He's just a little bit better than I think the cards in C. So yeah, y'all. This has been my updated best wide receiver tier list in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should go down? If you did say it and you enjoy content like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate y'all clicking on to the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. But other than that, man, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.